So in this lecture, we're going to be talking about scanning with Armitage. So we're going to talk about the basic of scanning the network. So Armitage has a separated tab named host to manage the host and scanning the host. So we can import host to Armitage via a file by clicking on import host from the host tab, or just we can manually add a host by clicking on the add host option from the host tab. Armitage also provides option to scan for host. So these scans are like two types, Nmap scan and MSF scan. So first, the MSF scan can make use of the various port and service scanning modules in Metasploit, whereas the Nmap scan make use the popular port scanning tools like Network Mapper, or the name that we know, which is Nmap. So let's scan the network by just selecting a intense scan option from the Nmap scan from the host tab. However, on clicking the intense scan, Armitage will display a pop-up that asks on the target range as you show in here. So make sure first you click on the Armitage and open the Armitage, then scan the network by selecting the intense scan option from the default page, and then just select the host tabs and then clicking the intense scan. Armitage will pop up this window. So as soon as we enter the target range, the Nmap will start scanning to the network to identify the ports, services and operating systems. So we can view scan details in this third panel of the interface, as you can see in here. So as you can see here, Nmap scan. This is the Nmap bar. So you can also check on the workspaces and console. So you can see in here Nmap scan on this port, as you can see, from 0 to 24. So it will scan all of those. So as you can see in this IP address, you have like 1000 ports, and discover the open ports are from TCP or from 902. So and also it completed the scene scan, and it all then initialized the service scan, and it completed the service scan which found one services. And as you can see in here, that initiating the OS detection. So initiating the OS detection in this specific address. So it will take some time, but after the scan has completed, every host on the target machine or host on the target network will be presented on the second panel, as you can see in here. Interface in the forms of icon that represent the operating system of the host, like this is the main operating system, this is the printer on this address, and this is the another machine that are connected. So these are all of those machines that are running on the target range. So how can you go to this? Just click on the workspaces, then you can see all of those, and you can also see all of those exploit payload, and you can use all of those options in here. So let's see what services are running on the target. So let's see what services are running on the host in the target range by just right clicking on the desired host and just clicking on the service. As you can see, a lot of service running on the first host, which is 128, this one. So just right click on this icon and just click services, and it will go to this page. So as you can see, so lots of services are running, such as Microsoft DS, SMB, Microsoft Windows, Apache Server. On those ports also are running, like port 445, which is the running Windows XP. Then also on 80 there is Apache Server is running, and this is the HTTP. So these ports can be easily fished to catch as the host is running on the Windows XP box. So let's just target all of those service by instructing Armitage to find the matching exploit of this service. So we can find the matching exploit for a target by selecting a host on, then browsing those attack tabs and click just find the attack, and find attack will option will match those exploit database against those services that are running on the target host. As you can see, lots of services are running. However, after Armitage complete the matching of all services against the exploit database, it will generate a pop-up as you can see in here, similarly like this. And just after we click the OK, we will be able to see whenever we click a host that click on a host, and the new option that name attack is now available on the menu, and the sub menu will display all of those matching exploit modules that we can launch to target a host. So that's how we can just scan using a simple Armitage graphical interface. So you don't need to do any coding. It's just a simple graphical interface so that you can match or like model out the vulnerabilities and match all of those, and just take the analysis, and then you can just exploit with Armitage after that. So that's all about the scanning with Armitage.